And you can also email me at pleasewakeuporelse@gmail.com. Oh, no way. Lindbergh kidnapping is now being solved in this reality? Come on, man. How does that happen? How does reality change? If it's not psychosis, we're seeing things that aren't there, then it's actually there. But it's nowhere near what we remember. So there's one guy that he did a hit piece video. I interacted. He called in a couple times, but he swears we have shifted to a different Earth, right? So I'm like, well, how many times am I shifting to a different Earth? Because these changes are ongoing. How am I keep switching? Like, am I going back and forth? I mean, it's a hard answer for me, because although it does fit the experience. Like if you show up and all of a sudden there's a whole department store on the corner where you've been 20 years, there was a gas station there, right? All of a sudden there's a department store there and it's been there for 20 years. You're like, no way, come on. Who told me somebody like that had an IKEA pop up in their town that was never there? There was something there before, and now there's an IKEA, and then they go in there and they're like just stumbling around like in a daze, like, what am I looking at? And they were like, oh yeah, we've been here 15 years. Well, if you imagine that you're going from this world, this Earth, to another Earth in a parallel universe, which as Bible believers, we don't really like that idea very much. It makes sense then, because now you're in this new Earth and there was always an IKEA in that Earth.
D-Wave quantum computers.
You have the opportunity to stand next to one of these machines. It feels like an altar to an alien god.
A great shaking is coming.
I will send them a strong delusion.
The wolf shall dwell with the lamb.
D-Wave quantum computers.
If anyone has an ear, let him hear.
But you're nothing more than a witch.
You sound really like an angry man.
Oh, I am angry when demonic witches attack the Word of God.
God shall send them a strong delusion. He did say he was going to allow strong delusion to come upon this earth.
Blah blah upon blah blah. Blah blah upon blah blah. Gaga upon gaga. Gaga upon gaga. A little here, a little there.
Notwithstanding, thou mayest kill and eat flesh in all thy gates, whatsoever thy soul lusteth after, according to the blessing of the Lord thy God which he hath given thee. But Rabshakeh said unto them, Hath my master sent me to thy master, and to thee to speak these words? Hath he not sent me to the men which sit on the wall, that they may eat their own dung and drink their own piss with you? And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall hiss for the fly that is in the uttermost part of the rivers of Egypt, and for the bee that is in the land of Assyria.
Of the day, just for the fun of it here. This is from Exodus 34:1. This is King James Version. And the Lord said unto Moses, Hew thee 2 tables of stone like unto the first, and I will write upon these tables the words that were in the first tables, which thou breakest.
And said, you see, it was always wolf. All the past, I've all those guys, they're wrong because they don't address the issue. The issue is it's changed, and then it's all the way back. It's back in ancient Bibles, back in the 1611. It's in.
God shall send them a strong delusion. He did say he was going to allow strong delusion to come upon this earth.
For nothing is secret that will not be revealed, nor anything hidden that will not be known and come to light.
It's all over the place. It seems they get angry if you even bring the topic up. Like there's some kind of a gate. Like they're a gatekeeper to keep us from looking at something. All in the name of saving us from the ultimate deception. They're going to save us all. That is seriously sick. You know how we love to shame each other, right? You're not really a brother. So that's going wild. And you heard it here first. I warned everybody what's going to happen. And it's real nasty. And this is nastier than any argument that you've ever seen in your life.
It's so much more than just Bible changes.
The wickedness that's going to be turned loose on the planet.
For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
It's much more than just Bible changes.
God shall send them a strong delusion. He did say he was going to allow strong delusion to come upon this earth.
I see the darkness in a death rattle. We're dealing with Satanists who are dabbling in all these powers of end times deception, saying they do not remember 2 men being in a bed.
Luke chapter 5 about take up thy couch. I don't ever remember couch.
King James to have bottles? No, sir. There's a lot of discussion going around about the wheat and the tares. People that can't see are tares, the people that can't see are wheat. When they start insulting us, there's some other spirit at work here, kind of a spirit of deception. Spirit of deception.
A great shaking is coming.
I will send them a strong delusion.
The Mandela effect. He's emphatically stating on his Facebook page that it's a hoax. It's weird how it's manifesting itself. And they're saying that it's always been like that. Because I just checked. It hasn't changed overnight. In the book of Genesis, right on the first page, okay? Right on page 1, in Genesis of all things. I mean, the very foundation of the whole Bible. I couldn't really sleep last night because of the fact that, because I'm processing all this. I'm totally unfair.
Supposed to say, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. You've got a Bible, a King James Version. Go back and look at verse 1 in Genesis chapter 1, and you'll see that it's no longer heavens with an S. It's heaven singular.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
The way that they are going to be tricked in to accepting the mark of the beast will be a direct result of these D-Wave quantum computers.
It feels like an altar to an alien god.
And for this reason, God will send them strong delusion, that they should believe the lie, that they all may be condemned who did not believe the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
Our icons and our laws are being, and our times, all being changed. So surely this must be the end. This must be the end.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Say crack my fingers 3 times.
Crack my finger, crack my finger, crack my finger.
Okay, now this is the hard part. Say crack my finger backward.
Finger my crack, finger my crack, finger my crack.
Turn around real quick.
I ain't been turn around. Oh man, what the man? Why you do that man?
Do what?
I told you I was doing that no man. You did it again, man.
Did what?
You know, the one talking about feeling the room. Is the ME evil? I always, well, let me not say always. I started thinking like, you know, maybe like I said before, you know, maybe y'all heard me say this, maybe is a anti-ME person that started that. That started that. Because you're calling the person that claimed to have named it, you're calling them evil for some reason. And then you're saying, oh, she's a witch, is a anti-ME person that started that. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. She is a witch. By golly, her last name is Broom. Oh, how can I skip that? I'm asking, why do people call her a witch?
Let's get back to the question. It really has to do with the wolf.
Yeah. Now, do you always remember it being a wolf, or was there ever a?
No. That's one of the things that caught my attention some time ago is that we have this image of the lion and the lamb as an idiom.
Yes.
And the passage that we're making reference to really speaks of a wolf, but it hasn't changed. It's our memory that's played tricks on us.
Right. Right. Because
I wouldn't argue that our memory is more reliable than the text. That's the reason it's a text. The reason you use a text in a courtroom is that it doesn't change.
Right, right. And so the issue here really is, from your perspective, a person who studied the Bible for more than 60 years, using the King James Version, you have no recollection of that verse being different. It's always been the wolf lays down with the lamb.
My impression was an error, but the text hasn't changed.
Right.
You go back there and look at the ink. It's been, in fact, that's what we mean by the fact it's been documented.
Yes.
That's why a document carries more weight in a courtroom than a verbal witness, in a sense, because it's unchangeable.
Shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall ye diminish aught from it, that ye may keep the commandments of the Lord your God which I command you. What thing soever I command you, observe to do it. Thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish from it. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book, if any man shall add unto these things, God shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, God shall take away his part out of the book of life, and out of the holy city, and from the things which are written in this book.
That's why a document carries more weight in a courtroom than a verbal witness, in a sense, because it's unchangeable.
You, but you're nothing more than a witch.
You sound really like an angry man.
Oh, I am angry when demonic witches attack the word of God. Yeah, I am angry. She kicked me out, of course. Yeah, that does anger me. That does anger me when witches attack the word of God.
28:10. For it is
This has been a Pinguinati production. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, links are in the description.